I was supposed to do this a while ago. Like a minute ago. But the thing is that I had the stuff that I had to do first. Alright. It's kind of hard to even figure out exactly where to start because, man, so much has transpired since the last time that I did this. This being YouTube. I had a YouTube channel before in the past, but that was a while ago. But it's when I first started my artistry. And basically, I started and realized that that's what I was meant to do with my life. Like, it was my purpose. That's the objective of life. The objective of life is to find what your purpose is, what it is that makes you feel alive. There's this one thing to let you know this is why you was on this earth, and what that is your job. You have to figure out what that is. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So anyway, I found out what that was. It's always going to be what you enjoy doing. Naturally. Always, that's what it's going to be. I always enjoyed writing. Well, no, let me not say I enjoy writing. I really enjoy thinking and composing my thoughts. But that's something that I always enjoyed and something I always liked doing. So it wasn't until later on in life that I actually went through some things and I really started to use it to articulate my feelings that I really recognized that I had such a passion for it. But when I recognized it, it's like nothing else could make me happy besides doing that. Likewise, I had some things that previously was in that position. Some things that had meant the world to me, all of a sudden weren't so important anymore. Likewise, that could get messy, so I had to withdraw from it from an extended period of time. And when I came back to it not as like a hobby, but like as my passion, like as my calling. So I had to take some time off to like really dedicate myself to it. That's where I've been.
It's 6:30.
In order to be good at anything in life, you have to dedicate yourself to it. We are what we do repeatedly. You become those things. You become proficient in what we exercise most. So in order to like really hone in on my craft and become good at what I wanted to do, which I knew to be my calling, my purpose, I had to study or what have you. I had to recognize my profession, or I should say recognize my calling as my profession, and go about studying the same way that I studied anything else in life that I've ever had a will to become good at. But I mean, it was certainly a different experience when it's something that you want to do, as opposed to something you're just undertaking, like for a class or something. Anyway, the thing about artistry is people feel like it's just something that just organically happens and you're just good at it, so you can just do it. It really would be nice if it worked that way, but it don't. There's considerations that have to be made. You know, it's kind of like when you have to put on something or put on some kind of spectacle or some kind of orchestra, you actually got to fill in that blank space. What do you fill it in with? Just because you like the color don't mean you just throw crowns all over the fucking place. So what are we painting? Has to be something of significance. Surely can't be something that you just think of overnight, or 2 or 3. It takes time. And it's something that's got to be holistically your own. It should be completely reflective of you. And the truth of the matter is that it's very hard to access you when you have so many other external inputs, or you have other things or other frequencies that are coming in that are throwing off your natural wave synchronies. So there's a retreat involved. There's a hiatus. You know, there's a step back, you know, out of the noisy room, so that you can be alone with your own thoughts, where it's a little more quiet. That transition takes time. So a whole lot of things have to be taken into consideration. So many things when you really analyze the field of artistry and what it really entails. There's a whole lot of things that have to take place. You guys sit back and study the game and come up with a blueprint, so to speak, on how you really going to infiltrate the market. It's really not enough to be anything. As to say, it's not enough to be attractive, it's not enough to be smart, it's not enough to be funny, it's not enough to be unique, it's not enough to be creative, it's not enough to be commanding, it's not enough to be imaginative. It's really not enough to be any of those things. You almost have to be everything. But most of all, you gotta be able to do it by yourself. So, I was away working on all of those things, like individually. So each one had little gaps or inner blocks. But I'm done now. And that's why I was like, this is supposed to happen a while ago because, well, not a while ago, but probably before now. So the video was gonna come out a little differently. At first I was like, man, first video, I should go like get super fly. And I started to like hop in the wardrobe and start pulling out stuff and then putting it on the camera, and then I said, hold up, wait, because the thing is, you're supposed to be real at all times. That's one of the things about doing this artistry shit. For some of y'all niggas that want to take notes, you can probably jot this one down. You just gotta be authentic at all times. Only time people really run, I ain't gonna say only time, but predominant portion of the time is niggas get fucked up because they not authentic, because you ain't real, because you in some other lane that you ain't supposed to be in. Niggas gonna call you out on that. It's like, what you doing in this lane, nigga? You ain't supposed to be here. So I just say all that to say that as long as you remain real and you remain authentic in all that you do, then there's no like real holes in your armor. All you gotta do is be yourself at all times. Be you, do you? With that being said, I wasn't gonna get all flashy, fresh, and fly because that just ain't how I was fucking rolling at the point in time that I did this video. So what I got from for?